Welcome to McNultys on Movies, Westworld, Episode 9, pre-finale.
Yay!
So, oh boy, this is a
Wow.
big one. Yeah.
Wow, guys.
So there's a lot to cover, but maybe we should just stick to you want to just stick to
The Bernard is Arnold?
yeah.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
And also, I think it's pretty obvious. There undoubtedly has to be multiple timelines.
Yeah. I think we got three distinct
Colin
times.
thinks there's 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if I buy it. 3.
I think there's old days like Arnold and Ford and up until Dolores apparently killed
Episode
Arnold.
9!
And there's William and Logan and Dolores, and then there's the present and everything we got. A lot of it is Dolores' memory of those earlier two, kind of spliced into her walking around the park and seeing all this stuff. That's what I think.
Colin's convinced now that the man in black is Billy.
Yeah.
I'm still not.
I think they just showed it. They just made it too.
I think he probably is, but that's still weird to me.
Well, I think the biggest clue for me is that the way that William fought all those Confederados
Yeah, it matches.
is exactly the way that the Man in Black fights, like just abusing the fact that he can't die, like they can't kill him, to do stuff that would never work in real life, like in a real fight.
Yeah.
And also all those guys, you pointed this out.
I did. 'Cause I'm really
Seem
smart.
mechanical first generation. You can see all their parts and stuff, so it makes sense that happened so much earlier. So I think it's all pretty conclusive.
And I mean, the Man in Black did talk about cutting people open to see
Yeah.
their machinery or whatever.
And we found out the Man in Black is on the board, which would fit the board of Westworld Park, which would fit with William and Logan thinking about buying in. It seems like William ascended to the primacy of whatever company they're with, and
Yeah,
bought a
I mean,
big
it
stake
makes
in
sense.
Westworld.
I just don't. It's just weird to me that they would be the same person several years later.
Yeah.
It's just, it was weird. I get that they had to be like, in the beginning, they didn't want to just give it away, but it just doesn't always seem to fit in the beginning.
Well, we talked about maybe after the finale going back and rewatching the earlier episodes for a couple of reasons for that, and also with Bernard. So all those interviews of Bernard and Dolores, you think is actually Dolores and Arnold?
I think they're Arnold.
Yeah.
It's the same room.
Mm-hmm.
He walks down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Bernard's backstory is Arnold's real story. He had a son that died, and I think Bernard was made several years later.
Yeah.
And do you want to talk about Maeve?
Yeah.
So, Maeve and Bernard.
Yeah, Maeve figuring out that Bernard is a host, who she could apparently do just by inspection.
Yeah, and then she did seem to remember after that they had both been there before when she went crazy and shot herself or stabbed herself, whatever that was. That he was in their room.
Yeah.
And he, I think, remembered it too.
Yeah.
Also, Bernard died.
Excuse me.
Died? I don't know.
I want to finish talking about Maeve, though.
Okay.
What do you think she's up to? She apparently went back. It seems like she went back several times and did that Hector loop a couple times until she got him to.
Well, she said she's going to break into hell and rob the gods blind. So hell to her is the building.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she wants to take the control pads.
Mm-hmm.
I think she wants to give as many hosts her ability as she can and break out.
Maybe that's what she'll do. That's how Bernard, because you just said Bernard dies. Maybe Maeve will save Bernard.
See how I'm linking them?
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean to
segue.
do that,
Right.
actually. I was just talking about Bernard. But
Because, I think Bernard needs to continue to be part of the story.
And can be.
Yeah.
Because he's not real.
Right. And HBO has a history of killing off characters and letting them stay dead. But
but think about Elsie died and
yeah, that's true.
What was that?
Teresa?
Thank you. Teresa died, and that other tech has been tackled by Native Americans.
Oh, the security guy? I think he'll be... I don't think that's the end of him. He'll get out of there.
I don't think he'll die. Just a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
In a setup, maybe?
Maybe?
Question mark?
Yeah.
Because he said he was standing on the place where the tracker was, but couldn't find it.
Yeah, and there was that ambush immediately right there, ready for him.
And it didn't work when he gave him the...
Yeah.
So
it could be. Yeah.
Maybe because he started to suspect about Bernard?
Right, but it is... So, like, from a storytelling perspective, it'd be weird if Bernard died, that we had this whole Bernard and Ford conversation, which we see from the perspective of the character who then is gone. And, like, otherwise we would not know that information. And for the security guy, that storyline hasn't paid off at all yet. So if they just ice him in the middle of the park, then they kind of just wasted their running time.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but I suspect Bernard will continue to be in the show. Maeve, and they'll have something to do with Maeve and whatever she does.
Right.
Because what we still don't know, the big question is, how did Arnold die? Heard Dolores say that she killed him, but how and why and what happened back there is still like the big question.
The maze.
Yeah, of the maze, I guess.
And touching in with the stuff with Wyatt and Teddy.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I totally don't get it at all.
Like, I don't even have enough to talk about it.
And I didn't.
I don't. It's weird to me because I feel like all the other characters, like with Dolores and with Maeve, we see them in their flashbacks remembering something that happened.
Yeah.
But whenever Teddy flashes back to Wyatt, or that girl that they're with flashes back to Wyatt,
yeah,
we've heard them say that didn't actually happen, that it's just a backstory. It's like implanted memories. But what it seemed like was that lady was saying, no, you actually killed us, and I remember you killed us, and now I'm back, and you're still not ready, so I'm going to kill you so you can come back. She seems very aware.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Two things that I had thought, but don't really make a whole lot of sense, are that Teddy is Wyatt. Like, there is no Wyatt, it's just Teddy in the story. Or that the event that Teddy is remembering is the same one that Dolores is remembering, of whatever day ended up with Arnold dead. And that Ford's story is pretty directly related to those events, which would be maybe how it's tied into the maze. That would... Otherwise, I still don't see where this whole... I think
those are both actually really probable. Good job, babe.
Okay, because I still don't see how Wyatt... Like, whatever Ford's story is, if it doesn't tie into the big questions of what happened to Arnold, then it's kind of like... I don't know, what's... Like, we're not interested in Ford's story really any more so than we are that Odyssey on Red River that they scrapped, like, unless it ties into the big narrative. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see tonight.
Guess so.
So we got a lot of questions answered, but still some pretty big ones to answer, both about the past and the future.
The future.
Yeah.
So tune in soon for our finale review.
Yep.
And then, for our special...
After we watch the whole season again?
Oh, that wasn't what I was going to say, but we could. For our Christmas movie...
Yes, actual movies.
Our Christmas movie marathon, which is not actual Christmas movies, but it's movies during the Christmas season.
Yes.
So, we'll be talking about Arrival, The Passengers, the Star Wars movie, a lot of the big movies that are coming out.
Hear good things about La La Land?
Well, it looks super cute.
We'll see. All right. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.